Welcome all. Welcome to the love and light that is Unity of Lawrence. It's so great to see so many folks at the Youth of Unity Pancake Fundraiser and share some fellowship before service today. And don't worry, you'll have another bite of the apple, or is it pancake, after today's service, so stay tuned. In Unity, we begin everything with prayer. Let's take a centering breath and open to the divine in all of us and listen to this prayer. With full hearts and open minds, we gather today to accept the endless possibilities of peace on earth and peace in our hearts. We acknowledge the existence of pain and injustice in the world. We also acknowledge limitless love and limitless being. We welcome our divine inheritance as co-creators. We know that we are already standing in the light of love, of healing, and of transformation. And so it is. Amen. Our prayer chaplains are trained to hold sacred space and pray with you one-on-one. If there is anything in your heart to be held in prayer, we invite you to see Betty, who is back with us. Yay! And you can see Betty after today's service at the front of the sanctuary. Our chaplains will also pray with you during the week. Just fill out one of those little lilac prayer request slips and place it in the wooden box outside the office. Chaplains can also visit in times of need. Please just let the office know. And remember, all prayers are confidential unless you would like it to be shared with the congregation. And now for our board president, Miss Cindy Smarsh, for an announcement.
Good morning. No, it's not going to be a speech. This is quick, but not too quick, because we are going to acknowledge 3 volunteers today who are so quiet. They just quietly do wonderful things for us behind the scenes, and I just can't help myself. So one of them is, you got your new bulletin today for September. Do you see on the bottom here it says Moment of Inspiration? Moment of Inspiration, and there's a phone number. So there's a new message that's recorded every month called the Moment of Inspiration. And you can call that number and hear it. And for 20 years, Elaine Roberts has been providing that for our congregation. So, wow. Thank you, Elaine. She's not here, but wow. Who knew, right? I seriously didn't even know that until recently. So shame on me, but yeah, now we all know. And then the other 2 are Pat Phillips and Lisa Miller, who I know. I don't think you want to be too embarrassed or anything, but you guys, they do so much. They run our outreach program, and so they're out there looking for needs, thinking about how we're a good match for different needs in the community, so we're able to give back to our community with great love. And so thank you so much for providing us those opportunities. I mean, so thought-filled, and I know you work really hard, and it takes more than we really know, and so I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.
And now let's join Holly in singing together, Swing Wide the Doors. Please stand if you're able.
Good morning. So we're going to open up those doors of our hearts and our minds today. We're going to sing this first part twice. It's kind of the chorus. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Nice, let's do that one more time. Here we go. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. And I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service and to lending a hand. Let's reach out, lend a hand to our neighbors and say hello this morning. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. We go. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. Let's sing this together. Here we go. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. You sound lovely today. Thank you.
Thank you. And now it's time for our unity intentions. Please affirm with me unity's founding principle. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And now our Unity of Lawrence vision statement. United in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And finally, our Unity of Lawrence mission statement. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. Kelley Hunt is a singer, songwriter, recording artist, speaker, and workshop facilitator based in Lawrence, Kansas. She is currently at work on her 8th album and an additional album featuring songs she's written and performed for New Thought churches throughout the United States, both expected to be released this year. Please welcome Kelley.
Thank you. All right. so happy to see you. Oh, you just raised my vibration, honey. I want to tell you that I am not worried. I'm not sad. I'm not weary. And I am not mad. 'Cause I know where I'm going. And I know who I am. And I know what's coming. And I know that I can go up, 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 up. If you know it, sing along now. Up, 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 up. I'm gonna lift my spirit up, 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 up. I'm gonna rise to the light right now. This morning, you know I'm not burning. I'm not hurting. I'm not sorry. I knew for certain that I'd love this life when I could see how to love myself. And you know that I am free to go up, 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 up. That's right, I want to go up, 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 up. I'm gonna lift my spirit up, 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 up. Rising to the light. And it's alright, so let's do it together. And it's easy to do, 'cause if I can do it, I say you can too. Let's go up, 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 up. Everybody, let's go up, 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 up. Come on, lift your spirits up, 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 up. We're gonna rise up to the light. That's right. It feels so good. I wanna do it again now. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Come on, lift your spirit up, 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 up. I'm gonna rise up to the light. I can feel my vibration rising right now. That's right. Everybody, let's go up, 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 up. Come on, people, up, 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 up. Oh, lift your spirit up, 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 up. We're gonna rise to the light. Everybody gonna go up. Oh, are you ready to go up this morning? Oh, are you ready to raise the vibration a little bit higher? All right. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, everything. It's all about raising the vibration this morning.
Raising the building up high.
The secret of change, says Socrates, is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but what? On building the new. That's right. Yeah? Does that feel right to you? Okay. So we not only affect ourselves when we do that, but we affect our world when we do that. And right now is a great time to do that. Here's a couple of examples of what it might look like in common everyday life to raise a vibration. So every week, my husband and I, and my former husband and his wife, we have the privilege and the joy of getting to take care of our granddaughter. One week it's 2 days for us, one week it's 1 day, and we alternate weeks. Talk about some joy, y'all. I just want to tell you. Now, we all know as a mother and as a grandmother, I have waited all my life to say that, as a grandmother. I've been asked a couple of times, well, how's it feel to be a grandma? I said, listen, it's a badge of honor, and I'm so happy to have that. Well, here's an example of joy that just happened last week, of joy and raising the vibration. There was a day when I was having a lot of challenges, and I was physically tired, really, really tired. And I've been doing some unexpected emergency things that I hadn't expected. So I was a little worn down. As they used to say, I was worn thin. But it was bath time for our granddaughter, and a girl loves a good bath. So we ran the bath, and she put her toys in. And earlier in the day, she had told my husband, Al, otherwise known as my boyfriend, she said, well, hey, I'm a baby elephant. And he said, all right. And we just went with that through the day, the whole thing. So he got an idea. She got in the tub, and he was in the room with her, and I came in and was checking on some things. And on his phone, he got the song that goes, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da, Baby Elephant Walk. And he said, did you know there is a song about baby elephants? She said, no. So he put it on. So I want you to imagine this tired grandma is in the room, and all of a sudden, Baby Elephant is playing, and all of a sudden, our granddaughter Isabel is dancing in the tub, splashing and dancing and whipping that trunk up and just, bam, And I said, well, it's clearly time for a dance party, so I started getting on it too. And Al's over there getting on it too, and the song is over, and she goes, again, Grandpa? Like, we're not done yet. I could physically feel the vibration in my body rising. I could physically feel the idea of breathing more deeply and moving my body, how good that felt. Instead of longing to lie down and close my eyes, suddenly I was dancing to Baby Elephant Walk. My vibration had just risen. I know a lot of you know the Kansas City Royals baseball player, Salvador Perez. You may have heard this story, but I love it so much, and it was a great reminder of just gently seizing a moment and raising a vibration. He was driving through Kansas City, Kansas, and he happened to see a group of boys from young to teenager playing wiffle ball out in the yard. And as it turns out, these guys get together pretty much every day and play, and they're all Royals fans. These are just kids. It's from ages 3 up to, 15. And he pulls his car over and he stops. And he walks up to the fence and he goes, hey, can I play? And the youngest of the boys didn't know who he was, and they thought, stranger danger. And the older boys went, it's Salvi! And one of them ran in to get their mom, and Mom said it was okay, and in comes Salvador Perez. And you can see videos of this online. This just happened last week. Last week was a powerful week in many ways. And so here he comes, and he's hitting the ball. He's running their bases. Here's Salvi. Here are the boys. They're throwing the ball, and if they don't quite get to him, he goes a little bit slower. And he's a father himself, but if you've ever seen him play, there's a lot of joy in addition to the expertise and technicality of what he does. His heart is in that game. His heart is with people. He's a people person. And then it was his idea to have a group photo when it was done. He thought this up. So they have a group photo. You can also see that online. Via the Kansas City Star, or I'm sure lots of social media, it's on there. And the younger kids didn't realize just what an amazing, unusual thing this was, but they were excited nonetheless because he was a big guy that was playing with them. It was okay with the mom. The neighborhood kids were ecstatic, and one by one, neighbors were coming out of their houses going, what's going on? It's Salvador Perez. He was there for, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. And when it was time to go, he waved bye to the kids and got in his car and he left. And so the next day was school day. And the mom knew that these kids are going to say, hey, we got to play with Salvador Perez in our wiffle ball game. And she was concerned maybe the teacher would go, yeah, sure you did. So she made a copy of the picture and she sent it to the teacher ahead of time and said, this really happened. And so when the boys got to school the next day, it was a talk of the town. Of course, by that time, it was online. It was in the paper the next day. And I thought, you know what? That vibration just raised up so high. And it was just an afterthought. He just thought, shoot, there's some kids playing ball. He followed his joy. He raised that vibration, not only for himself, because you know it was fun. If you watch the video, you'll hear him laughing. Whoa, boom. He hit the ball, but he kind of just went, hit the ball. So the ball didn't go into the next neighborhood, you know. Because as we know, this man can hit a ball. So when I witness things or hear things about something that raises the vibration, I don't need to know the scientifics of how it works. What I know is how I feel in my mind, my body, and my spirit. I know exactly when the vibrations are beginning to rise. And everything we do has an effect on the whole. And positive vibrations are high frequency thinking patterns, attitudes, emotions, whereas negative vibrations are low frequency thinking patterns, attitudes, and intentions. So the easiest way to identify what kind of vibration you're dealing with is to be aware of when and how we feel resistance in ourselves. Resistance. Positive vibrations make us feel at ease. At ease. Negative vibrations can make us feel doubtful, worried, anxious, and we often pick up on energies that don't belong to us. I'm an empath, so I can feel vibrations of others. And I'm very mindful of I become more mindful of what's not my energy. So if we begin to identify those energies as part of who we are, we can feel stuck in a low vibrational state. But all we need to let go of this resistance is to live in accordance with our sense of inner peace. What brings you inner peace? Doesn't even matter what it is. It's what matters to you. It's going to be different for all of us. There's an upshift and an uplift when we feel better. And it reflects in our own bodies, too. The high vibration emotions, we know exactly what they are. Joy, love, gratitude, passion. Peace. The other types of emotions, of vibrations, are fear, anger and hatred, guilt and shame, grief and sadness. These are all valid. These are all valid emotions, and we all feel them sometimes. But as I've heard said, it's okay to feel everything you need to feel. It doesn't mean you need to live there and stay there. I feel that we're all needed. And guess what? Now is our time. What time do we have today? We have right now, right in this room, right now. What happened before I got here, that's over. What's going to happen when I leave, I don't know. But right now I'm in this room with all these powerful vibrational beings who are here for a reason. Make no mistake, you walked in the door today for your own private reasons. So what are the things that raise the energy of that vibration? One of the big one, and I love this one, and I've come to know this during a time in my life a few years ago when I got some really, really hard news that I knew I was going to need to live with for a long time. And I felt angry, and I was upset, and then I got worried, and then I got super scared, and I was hyper-vigilant, and ay. And the thing that shifted it for me, and this is a powerful thing. It sounds commonplace. It's not. Gratitude. It's powerful. It can turn anger into love. It's powerful, and it's not Pollyanna stuff. It's not denying in a negative way. Yeah, well, I'm really grief-stricken, or I'm so afraid, or say, okay, yeah, I do feel those things. That's valid. I'm a human being. No getting around that. But just for 30 seconds today, if the best I can do is just name a few things I'm really grateful for that I didn't notice before, or even that I did, just a few seconds a day. I'm really grateful that I can take a deep breath today. I'm really grateful that I can stand upright today. I'm very grateful for my home community today, because I'll let you in on a secret. I had a real rough couple of weeks, really hard, very challenging. And when Kathy had asked me, to send my talk title and what I was going to speak about in the synopsis, as all the speakers need to do it about, a month ahead of time, I was in the middle of a very, very, very challenging situation. And for the first time, I forgot to send it in on time. And that's not like me. I cover my bases. I'm an alpha gal. I like to get things done. And I was a day late and didn't realize it. Bless her heart, she sent me an email. She said, hey, Kelley, I really need to get this in the newsletter. I'm getting ready to do it. And I went, oh. And so I thought, how in the world am I going to come up with a talk title and a thing in the middle of all this that's happening around me? The one thing that helped me was to sit down and be quiet. I feel like a walking antenna. Do you ever feel that way? Here's your Al Franken satellite hat, incoming stuff. And I thought, okay, I'm going to sit down and take a few deep breaths. I'm going to remove myself from the situation, close the door, see what comes in, because I know that I want to send her this title and this synopsis. Not try to think of it and force it and look up things, see what I've done in the past. Oh my God, what am I going to do? And the 3 words that came in were raising the vibration. I said, okay, put it on my computer. Those are the 3 words I got. And the Socrates quote that I just happened to see, which was the secret of change, is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. I said, okay. And then these words came to me. It's as if I just channeled them. It said, it serves us to remember just how powerful we are as co-creators of our lives. We not only affect ourselves, but our world when we do. I jotted it down, I sent it to her, and I didn't know what any of it meant at the moment. I couldn't think at that moment. But I sent it in knowing that eventually it's going to ease in, it's going to come to me, and those things are going to morph into a talk, because I'm very mindful when I'm here speaking with you all. And then over the next couple weeks, it began to dawn on me, I was talking to myself. What? I was talking to myself. And I so appreciated that, and it made me grateful to remember what? To listen. Sit down, be quiet, and listen. I needed to listen and be open to that, and to remember I'm a co-creator. I don't need to wait for something to happen. I don't need to do it all myself. I am co-creating with what I call the divine spirit that's omnipotent, ever-present. I am part of this. I'm not separate. I needed help raising my own ever-loving vibration. You ever been there? Woo-wee! So have I. The 3rd unity principle states, thoughts create experiences. Oh, man. Human beings create their experiences by the activity of what? Their thinking. Albert Einstein said, and I love this, everything in the manifest realm has its beginning in thoughts. Imagination is everything. It's the preview of life's coming attractions. So in the middle of fear and grief and worry and anger, It behooved me to shift my thoughts just a bit for as long as I could at that moment. It made it better. And what I realized were two things. One, I wasn't breathing very well. I wasn't taking deep breaths, where you breathe in with your mouth closed and then you hiss out like this. Not a big forced breath. But try that with me. At your own pace. You don't need to count. Let's do it again. I also realized that my shoulder muscles were almost to my earlobes. So I remember to roll them back and just kind of touch those muscles. My body was tense and tight. That wasn't helping my thinking any. And then I focused on one thing I was grateful for. Just one thing. I didn't have to go through a litany. That came later. Thoughts create experiences. I was in the middle of an experience that was very, very challenging. But how I was thinking about it wasn't helping anybody. And it certainly wasn't helping me. It's our choice. It's our choice. And sometimes, when I was first learning these principles many, many years ago, and I first heard them right here in this room, I thought, well, I'm not responsible for, this, that, and the other. My choice. This is a bad situation. So that was interesting to walk through. And as I got more in tune with, it is my choice. It may not be my choice that this particular thing has happened. It is my choice how I react to it. How do I walk through this thing? As a matter of fact, here's something else that's kind of fun. Guess what? I realize I'm not the only one going through this. And as a matter of fact, if I can, in a healthy way for me with good boundaries, if I can extend myself to someone else who I see is also walking a hard path, in just a way, just a touch or a smile, or to sit with them and say, how are you? And really want to know. Ooh, baby, that helps me too. What affects one affects all. Deepak Chopra says, what we don't recognize is that holding on to resentment is like holding on to your breath. You'll soon start to suffocate. Everything is energy. Music is a great way to process emotions, to celebrate, to memorialize, to raise our vibration. One of the things I grew up hearing as a young woman and as a little girl were a combination of different styles of music in my household. Blues, R&B, soul music, jazz, New Orleans music, and gospel, and folk music. And what I found, even as a young child, I would gravitate to certain songs. If I was having a hard day in kindergarten and I came home and I wanted to hear, da 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 da, oh, it helped me kind of process that, and it counterintuitively lifted my spirits. I knew as a young child. So when I'm watching Isabel in the bathtub going, bum, ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, boo, water, splash. She'd never heard the song. She knows instinctively it raised her vibration. And in her world, what that meant, I need to dance. I need to splash some water. I need to sing. I need to raise my baby elephant trunk. And she just did it instinctually. Children are precious if they're given a chance in the world to be who they are. They are absolutely the most precious thing in my life. She didn't think, well, I'm in the tub and I better not move and I blah, 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 blah. No, she went, woohoo, what's this? Let's do it again. Everything is energy. The fourth unity principle is prayer is connection. I need to get quiet many times. Just get quiet and listen. Not go, oh, please, whatever you do, fix this thing up, will you? Well, instead, if I just listen, that to me feels like prayer. The other thing that feels to me like prayer is music, writing music, singing music, playing music. That's one of the ways I've been praying since I was 3 years old. And I didn't really identify it as that at that time. I just knew that this was mine to do. It was my natural flow, it was my natural path. And I was fortunate enough to live in a household that supported that. If my folks could see that my little 5-year-old self was deep in thought at a piano trying to express myself and process something or play a song I heard on the radio, like Ring of Fire, that was a big one. I felt Ring of Fire very deeply as a young child, not really knowing what it was, but I knew it was intense. And love is a burning thing, you know. I wanted to get in it. Then I had the luxury of having parents that would leave me be. I was in a safe place. I was doing what I needed to do. That was really supportive. It raised my vibration. I found out later that these guys would, when it was time for dinner, because our family usually ate dinner together, me and my parents and my 3 siblings, sometimes they'd wait at the dining room table if I was deep in my thought on the old upright piano whose black keys were painted turquoise blue. And I was playing it. They would sit and listen until I was done. I didn't know that until I was an adult. And I thought, oh my gosh, how lucky am I? Another thing on my gratitude list, check, very gratitude. Listening to your ego brings your vibration down. The I, me, mine, I got to have it my way and get all up into that. But listening to your higher self, not always easy to do. I mean, we're human beings after all. I always say I'm 100% human and 100% divine. Uh-oh. So if I'm listening to my higher self, it'll help me bring my vibration up. The I becomes we, more inclusive of others, looking at the world through a wider lens. So here's some things, some suggestions to try. Check in with your own body and your own emotions, just for a few seconds. Be conscious, that's the big word, be conscious of your energy. If you're focusing on the future and something's worrying you and you're scared and you keep seeing that, but you're missing what's right here, you're missing this beautiful moment. You're missing the fact that you can breathe. And if you can't, you're missing the fact that someone might be able to help you do that or recognize or be with you when that happens. The breath work that I just talked about is super simple. And here's another thing to try. We can sometimes hold tension in our body, and it affects our mind. Sometimes it's even happy, positive stress can make these shoulders here and these muscles get tight. We just roll our shoulders back a little bit. Just become aware of it. Now, here's a type of breath that I do on a regular basis. It's a big open mouth breath, and then I let myself yawn out at the end. Yawning doesn't always mean disrespect, and it doesn't always mean fatigue. Sometimes it can mean I've got a lot of tension in my body, especially right here in my jaw. If I check into that and I go, oh, try that with me. Oh, let's do it again. Oh, and if we just kind of slightly move our body in ways that our body is telling us, boy, I sure need to move my wrists or my ankles, or I got some tension going on here. I'm going to try it again. Oh, and if we allow ourselves and those around us to do what they know is right for them, with good boundaries, healthy boundaries, that lifts everybody's vibration. So next time you are around someone who you feel is in a low vibration, shift the negative focus to who they are, not what they're going through. Who is this person? Tell them about their positive traits and the good they bring to your world and the good they bring to the world. Empower them. I'll say this again. Empower them through compassion and love. I had a teacher one time who could see that all her students coming back from Christmas break were exhausted. She's my favorite teacher, Mrs. Pruitt, in 3rd grade. I loved her so, and we all did. We'd had a rough 2nd grade year with a teacher who didn't want to be there and who didn't value children. So here we are in 3rd grade. We're trying to do everything we can to please this woman because we love her. She's such a great teacher. And she could see when we came in, we were just like, child, I'm tired. But it's Mrs. Pruitt's class, so I'm going to do whatever she says. If it kills me, I'm going in, We were like, I don't know, 8 years old maybe. And this beautiful woman, she said, today we're going to try something new. I want you to put your head down on your desk. And I'm going to read to you for a little while, and you don't need to put your head up until I say it's time. And we all just went, okay, boom. And several of us fell asleep, including myself. And she kept reading. She was reading the Little House on the Prairie series, which we read through the year. And she said, I'm going to reread a chapter from last week so we can all remember what it is. Well, what she was doing was putting us to sleep. We weren't going to miss out on anything. And then when she was done, in hindsight, what I know is she read it again and again until all the kids started to kind of naturally come to. She raised our vibration with compassion and love, and she could see in the moment these kids aren't going to learn anything right now. These girls and boys need to rest. So I'll couch it in a positive way that helps them understand, well, the teacher wants me to do this, and she's going to read that same part again, so I don't need to worry about remembering it. And she let us rest. And the whole vibration in that class when we woke up was just kind of, okay, so now phonics. Let's go. We can be that for ourselves. We can be that for ourselves and say, I was planning on doing this today, but honestly, I don't think it'll make a difference if I put it off until I am better able to focus, I'm better rested, and something feels off to me about trying to force this. If we have that opportunity, we don't always, but if we do, let's take it. The other thing we can do is make our own little gratitude list, just in our head. We don't have to write it down or catalog it. Just think to yourself right now quietly, to your own self, what's one thing I'm grateful for today? We normally give thanks when we receive something, but if you feel gratitude out of choice, your body shifts into a receptive mode as the emotional signature of gratitude is positive. It changes that to positive. This is what makes gratitude so powerful, super powerful. It's a superpower, gratitude. A couple other things we can do before I close here is we can connect with nature. Sometimes it feels great just to be outside, just to be outside. My mother, whose movement now is compromised, she can get great joy from going out on the porch and when we sit on the porch and watch the sun go down. Outside, fresh air. We can surround ourselves with higher vibrational input. That includes people, that includes media, that includes our language. How do we speak about ourselves? What words are we saying about ourselves? How do we speak about others? We can nourish our body with food and water and whatever drink works for us. We can nourish our body, nourish it. I believe, you are needed in this world. We are needed. Now is our time, right now, to be aware of and to raise our vibration Now is our time. We are all needed. So before I go over to the keyboard and ease us into some meditation, I offer this. You are needed. So let's get comfortable in our seats. And let's take whatever kind of breaths serve us the best. In the presence of the one, in the presence of the truth, all is healed, all is whole, and all is well. And so we take a deep breath and ease ourselves into our chair. Now is the time. Knowing that we are connected at all times, 24/7. That which is divine, to that which is a higher consciousness. There is no separation in every breath, in every thought. All is healed, all is whole, all is well. Think of one thing that lifts our heart, that raises our vibration, just one thing. What are we grateful for this morning? And as we go into a silent time, just for a while, we relax and we listen. We breathe. In the presence of the one, in the presence of the truth, all is healed, all is whole, and all is well, and all is well. And slowly we bring ourselves back to this room, gently and in our own time, without worry of hurry or tension. When we're ready and only when, all is well. And we breathe. And we open our eyes. Here we are right now in this beautiful room with these amazing people all around us. I am grateful for this. I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today I declare freedom from yesterday, mistakes of the past. Today all things are made brand new. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should. All is well. I can change my reality by changing my mind. Perfect peace, joy, and happiness. Well, it's yours and it's mine. I am loved, so are you. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolded as it should? I want to say, all is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. I said, all is well, all sure is well. All is well and unfolding as it should, right here, right now, right here and now. Well, I am cloaked in the Spirit. I am led by divine. I am one with all that is. My soul is free from time. I am so blessed, and so are you. And don't it feel good right now to say, all is well and unfolded as it should? I want to say, all is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. I know that all is well, all is well. Oh, all is well and unfolding as it should. All is well and unfolding as it should. You know, I am cloaked in the Spirit. I am fed by divine. I am one with all that is. My soul is free from time. Well, I am blessed, so are you. Yes, and don't it feel good this morning? All is well, I say. All is well, Lord. All is well and unfolding as. All is well this morning and unfolding right now as it should. 'Cause all is well, gonna be all right. All is well and unfolding as it should. All right, all right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelley. And as our ushers come forward for our time of thanks, I invite you to join me as we hold our gifts to our community in our hands and love in our hearts. Let's affirm together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And as the love offering is collected, let's join Holly in singing, I Am Light.
I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am light.
Here's our prayer of thanks. Please listen. We are grateful and we bless the flow of good that supports our unity community. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth only to return again and again. And so it is. Amen. And now for our opportunities. A special welcome to our guests today. Thank you so much for joining us. If you would like more information about Unity of Lawrence or the Unity Movement, please pick up a welcome packet in the foyer. All right, so Lunch Bunch is the U Pancake fundraiser downstairs. It's effectively like you're going to Perkins. Perkins donated our sausage and our batter. And for those of us who went beforehand, we were the guinea pigs. Now the youths know how to make those pancakes. So get on down there and support the fundraiser. Evolutions, our Sacred Sound Lab, meets this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. This is a drumming, chant, and multi-instrumental jam circle open to anyone. Bring your own instruments or just come and listen. Everyone is invited. A reminder that we have open meditations every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. right here in the sanctuary. Our Youth of Unity group will meet this Wednesday, August 28th at 6:30. U is for all teens 14 through 18. The men and those who identify as male fellowship group continues Thursdays at 7 p.m. in the sanctuary. The women's and those who identify as women group will meet this Thursday, August 29th at 6:30 downstairs in the fellowship hall. By way of reminder, this will be the tiramisu making party. So please, please, please sign up in the foyer on your way out so we can get the necessary supplies. Right, that does sound really good, huh? The Art in the Now class continues this Friday, August 30th at 6:30. Everyone is invited to learn the fundamentals of basic drawing. Please see Phil Rogers if you have any questions. Tai Chi will be put on a temporary hiatus. It's my understanding that Phil will be moving. Don't worry, he's not leaving us. He's just moving physical location. So Tai Chi. Yes, he's moving to Baldwin. So Godspeed, Phil, as he switches locations, and we'll let you know when Tai Chi is back in swing. Well, next up is Save the Date for our Unity's Got Talent show, which is scheduled for Friday, September 13th. Sign-up sheets are in the foyer. We've seen a couple folks have already signed up. So please, the more the merrier. And if you have any information or if you'd like additional information or you have any questions, please see Holly. We're also going to be offering a new membership class this fall. So, of course, we need to know who's interested in that. There's also a sign-up sheet in the foyer. Please let us know if you'd like to attend. The dates and times will be determined on that. We also want to introduce you to Folk in the Faith that meets monthly at our sister community, Unity of Overland Park. Flyers with the QR code and information are also available in the foyer. In case you didn't know, there's a lot of information in the foyer, so please just peruse it as you're casually strolling down to the pancake fundraiser. And please join us next Sunday when Reverend Mary Wood will bring us the message, Your Point of Power, with special music by Steve Epley. And now it's time to rise as you are able to sing the peace song.